Every single time in every body. And see, the bodies are multiplied, and we don't really want to have the real conversation because, math is a science. And it's one of the very few things that's exact, right? It's not your truth. It's not my truth. The math is mathing. And so if you start to really put it together and you really look at it in context, I'm a C student, but one of my strong suits was math because I always knew that it always came back down to the money. So the numbers made sense to me, right? If nothing else made sense, I couldn't understand why that woman was breaking up her family. I couldn't understand why that woman was letting all the pookies hit and all of this other type of stuff. But when it came to that math, I was like, you know what? I get that. I understand that. I could figure the rest of this shit out later. But I get that math. Then they said, Rashid Sobo said, bro, it's not that serious. Well, the Joker on the Batman series said, why so serious? It is that serious. Let me tell you why it's that serious, bro. Let's say she been with 10 people before you, right? Cool. Because somebody going to marry her one day. Strong possibility somebody going to tell her I love you. They're going to kiss her in the mouth. They're going to say I want you to have my baby. She's going to be somebody's baby mama, and she's going to be raising the future person that's going to come up and steal your hubcaps, bro. Her son is going to be a part of the Kia Boys. But let's say she had 10 people before you, right? Cool. But it's a strong possibility that all 10 of those people didn't just bust it down one time. We're going to do the math today, all right? So let's say each one of those guys, on average, and I'm going to bring my dog's Freezy up in a little bit, but let's do the math. Let's say each one of those 10 guys. Now, we know that we grading on a curve now. So if she say 10, it was probably 30. But we're going to use 10 just for mathematical purposes, all right? So each one of those guys, let's say on average, each one of those guys busted down at least 8 times, right? Because we know that it's some that probably just hit it once, but it's some of them that monster master out for at least 100 times because she just can't get away from that one nigga that she is so emotionally attached to and that he just got that soul tie. They call them soul ties now. They start putting labels on them. She got a soul tie with that nigga. So one guy busted down once, but then he busted down 100. So there's really a 50 point average in between two niggas, right? But let's round it off. Let's say that a bunch of dudes hit it a few times, and then a few of the dudes monster master out all day long, right? So let's say she had 10 partners, but she had 80 sessions. Let's give her an 8 session curve. Now, we know that it's exponentially more than that. But again, for mathematical purposes, I'm going to break it down from a C student's perspective. 10 dudes, 8 times per dude. That's 80 sessions, and that's all-inclusive, just like a resort. It's an all-inclusive deal. It's the sucking, it's the fucking, it's everything, right? It ain't just a 15-minute pump, right? It's an all-inclusive deal. It's I drip dropped all over her tip top. It's I monster mashed on her, right? It's I just so happened to experiment and bust her down because she was really looking for anal this time. Listen, we grown folks. Is it past 10 o'clock Eastern PM? Okay, it's past 10 o'clock Eastern PM, so we can get down to the real conversation. Okay, cool. She took the whole load, and the first time that she was taking a whole load, her jaws was hurting because she wasn't used to holding her jaws open that long. But now she gotten used to it, and so by the time that she get to the 8th dude, not the 10th dude, but the 8th dude, she seemed like a pro, and you keep saying, man, her Gawk 3000 is crazy. I taught her that. What, you think she came into the game scoring 50 from the half-court line? Oh, you think she came in as Steph Curry? You don't know that she went to college first? You didn't know she went to high school and she was an All-American McDonald's superstar? What you think? You think that she woke up And her jaws was that easy to be able to stay open for that long? She's conditioned. She was built like that. But you thought that you was special. Now we built her. She's a Build-A-Bear. We gonna take our time and cook. I'm trying to help you to understand why body counts matter. So let's give her that 80-point curve, right? 10 dudes, eight bust downs per dude, all inclusive resort, right? So let's give her the 80. Now that's a young girl, because we know that colleges are indoctrination camps that literally condition you to be able to take the whole thing by multiple different. Now, with some women that did multiple times by multiple different people in the same night. Now, 10 is considered a low number in 2023. We're going to do the math. 10 is considered a low number in 2023. But here's the caveat to that. So let's say 80 sessions. What, you think that the dudes that bust that down was only busting her down? You don't know that you're exponentially more likely to get whatever it is, whether it's a spirit, if you believe in that, because I do. I believe that the hands that you shake, the people that you hug, the people that you're around for an extended period of time, they are influencing you, and whatever it is, spirit is around and within them, it extends over into you. I believe every time you walk inside of your house, you need to wash your hands. You need to take your clothes off, get in the shower, make sure that you don't bring that junk into your bed. That's why y'all be having such attitudes, and y'all girls be having such attitudes half the time, and they don't even know why they're angry, but they getting that spirit up off of you. So if you don't believe in that type of thing, then we'll break it down differently. But for the people that understand that it's a transfer of spirits, it's a transfer of energy between two people, right? They're carrying that energy from and to you from all of the other different people that they're having sex with, in addition to the 80 times. So just multiply that times 100. But body counts don't matter, right? Let's take it away from that. Let's say that we just gonna keep it 100% G, and it's all just based off of the physical. You know how much transfer of fluid and diseases and energy, and I know that most of these women, I know for a fact, because I done heard too many conversations of women not requiring and even asking dudes not to wear a rubber, and you don't even know these niggas. It's wild out here. It's wild out here. And she can't unsee everything that she saw with the men that she was with prior to getting with you. Even if she don't tell you how many men that she been with.